All right, well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Chad McCuskey. I'm the Aviation Director for the City of Phoenix Aviation Department. Welcome to Sky Harbor Airport. As you all know, as America's friendliest airport, we want to make sure all of our travelers have a seamless experience. And so we wanted to talk today a little bit about the upcoming May 7th deadline for travelers to be Real ID compliant to board domestic flights. I'm honored to have with me today Phoenix Mayor Kate Gallego, Assistant Communications Director Bill Lamoureux from the Arizona Department of Transportation, and our partner at the Transportation Security Administration, Patricia Mancha, who's going to talk a little bit more about the requirements and what Arizonans can do to prepare for the upcoming deadline. And so at this time, I'd like to invite Mayor Gallego to come to the podium to say a few words. Mayor?
Thank you, Chad. Chad leads America's top airport, and we are so thrilled to be at Phoenix Sky Harbor. Thank you to our great team at the airport. One of the most important things we do at the airport is make sure everyone knows how to be travel ready. May 7th is coming up, and that's the deadline where you need a real ID. I am excited to be travel ready, and I want to recommend to everyone that you get that magic star on your Arizona driver's license as soon as possible. Sky Harbor welcomed 52.3 million passengers last year, an incredible number of individuals. We want to make sure every single one of them has a great travel experience. So please go and get your real ID as soon as possible. As part of being America's friendliest airport, we want to make sure you have a great experience, and a little preparation can go a long way. Real ID has been coming for a long time now. It actually came out of a recommendation as our country studied 9/11 and how to make sure we are safer. It was a plan to have more standardization in driver's licenses and ID generally, and making sure that there's some basic common sense checks on everyone's ID. So the deadline has changed in the past, but May 7th is coming up soon, and we just encourage everyone to get travel ready and get a real ID. I'm excited now to welcome one of our partners from TSA, Patty Mancha.
Good morning. As of May 7th, which is the date that everybody is mentioning and we will continue to mention, every traveler who comes to the checkpoint will be required to present a real ID. In Arizona, that could be your driver's license that has the star on the right-hand side. But additionally, there is a comprehensive list on TSA.gov where every traveler can learn about the other IDs that are accepted. That includes a passport. It must not be expired, and it can be from any country. Also includes identification from Department of Defense, a TWIC card, which is a Transportation Worker Identification Credential. And if you're part of a federally recognized tribe, you can also present your ID that is given to you by the tribe. For people who have questions, we recommend that you go to TSA.gov where you can get that comprehensive list. You can also visit any of our social media sites where we have Ask TSA. A uniformed officer will respond to your questions in an hour or less, and generally you get a response in 3 minutes or less. So lack of information should not be a reason for people to not present a real ID. We're less than a month out, so this is the time for people to check their IDs. If they don't have a real ID, contact your state DMV and make sure that you take the steps necessary to get that proper documentation. And with that, I'd like to introduce Bill Lamoureux with the Arizona Department of Transportation.
Thank you, Patty. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for being here. I'm pleased to be here today to share information about Arizona's Real ID compliant credential, known as the Arizona Travel ID. The Arizona Travel ID is a convenient option for those that do not have a federal ID or do not want to use their passport just to fly to Denver or Salt Lake City. ADOT-MVD has been getting the word out since 2016, and we are pleased to say that over 75% of the credentials being issued today by the MVD are Arizona Travel IDs. Over 2.6 million Arizonans have their Arizona Travel ID and are ready to take off to the next vacation or destination. The process to get an Arizona Travel ID is quick and easy. You can walk into an MVD office without an appointment, where the average wait time is about 15 minutes or so, or you can book an appointment online at azmvdnow.gov for a day and a time that is convenient for your schedule. If normal business hours are not in your options, there are many authorized third-party locations that you can walk into either after hours or even on Saturdays. Next, please be sure to bring the proper documentation like your birth certificate or your passport. You'll need your social security number and 2 forms of mail with your name and your current address on it. We also encourage you to please be photo ready because you will take a new photo. I know that's a stickler for a lot of folks, but please be photo ready. You don't have to smile, you can. The new ID will also arrive in the mail in about 10 to 14 days, so be on the lookout for it. It'll come in just a basic white envelope, so it will not be advertised. We do not want fraud or stolen identity, so this is just a white envelope, so it will not be as obvious to people. So please be on the lookout for it. Don't throw it away with any of the junk mail that you might get. Be sure to get your Arizona travel ID at least 3 weeks before any planned flights, because it takes, again, that 10 to 14 days to get to you. So please make sure you have it before any planned flights on or after the deadline. More information about the travel ID is available on the Arizona Department of Transportation website, azdot.gov/travel ID. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I just want to thank the mayor, Patty, and Bill for being with us. As you can see, we all are working very closely together to ensure Arizonans have a successful journey as they go through our airport domestically. And so with that concludes our formal comment.